What's up guys, welcome back to another video. It feels so good to finally be out here in a t-shirt. It's like 75 degrees, the rain has finally stopped. There is a little wind, but we're gonna make the best of it. We got an oil change to do on Josh's car. We also gotta fix my side skirts, and we have to talk about something that I have been thinking about for a while now. So when I flared my car, the side skirt came off from the front, and I actually got a bunch of dirt inside of there, as you guys can see. So I want to get this off, get it nice and clean, and then re-drill it back onto the car. What's up, Ongo?
What's up?
How you doing?
Doing good. Waiting for my barber to hit me up.
Who's your barber? That is how he starts intros.
I know.
You just stare at the camera. Ready to go? Did you get the filter? Nope. Liar.
Hey, I was gonna fall.
Oh, I just heard it. Was that it?
Yeah, sometimes it does it way worse though.
We actually don't have a jack with us, so he has to take the front bumper off because the lip won't clear the ramps.
What's the other thing in the bottom? Just in there.
Right?
You have right there though. It's gonna be you put your foot on it.
Now let's change that oil. Josh's first oil change, not going to the dealership. Are you nervous?
With you guys, yeah.
Why?
These guys are reckless.
Poor B.
Where?
Right there.
Andele. Wanted to mess with a bigger bee.
Josh has actually been looking for a new wheel setup, so if you guys have any suggestions, make sure to comment down below so he can get rid of these. While these guys finish up the oil change, I'm gonna go over and start taking my side skirts apart, get them all cleaned out so we can re-drill them. That was a lot quicker than I thought, but like I said, there was a bunch of dirt inside of here, so that's why they were kind of coming apart. I didn't care much for the clips. I just pulled on the side skirts because we're gonna re-drill them anyway, so I'm not gonna reuse any of the old clips on here. I'm actually not a big fan of these STI side skirts. The reason for that is because when the side skirts are actually on the car, it doesn't cover that bottom lip right there, and it actually really bugs me. So I don't actually know how long I'll run these side skirts, but I know that in the future I'll be swapping them out for sure. Cover the lid. Ooh, that's always a good feeling.
Ask me if this was what oil looks like.
No man.
What the hell? Well, you've never changed your oil before, so I'd believe it.
No, I didn't. You can't believe it if you didn't hear it.
Stood there.
How much are you putting in?
How much are you putting in, Ongo?
You
He's
answer
asking
it.
you.
Answer.
I'm asking Ongo.
I know how much.
I know how much too. I just want to know if you know.
Speaking of oil, I have to check mine because my car likes to be low on oil all the time. What do you know, guys? It was low on oil. I literally put almost the entire thing of this, and it should be good now, but I definitely got to get to the bottom of that so I know it's burning oil somewhere. What's up guys, it's actually the next day. Yesterday got a little too windy, so we weren't able to finish recording, so we just called it a day. But I did want to talk to you guys about something that has been up in the air as of lately. The subject that I've gotten both positive comments and negative comments on. For the most part, I try to stay in the middle of it because I understand the negative comments and I understand the positive comments. But that is something that I want to get into today and kind of clear everything up. I want to get everyone on the same page about this subject, and that subject is my fender flares. So for those of you who are new to the channel, I flared my car about 4 to 5 months ago. We took a trip down to LA and we met up with someone who claimed to be really good at what they do. I don't want to throw any more bad shame at anyone. It is what it is. The job was done and that's it. I did hit a point where I had to start being realistic with myself and accepting the fact that these flares aren't exactly what I wanted them to be. In other words, they came out pretty bad. You know what? It happens. We're young, we're impatient, and we rush things and they don't turn out as best as you would like them to. But I took this opportunity, definitely learned something from it. Learn to be patient with things and just take it slow when it comes to building a car. Just like anything, if you stand back and look at it from far, it doesn't look that bad. It's not until you get up close and personal with the flares where you start seeing the imperfections. But yeah, I would say from here it looks pretty good, other than the fact that they're not paint matched. So this was actually one of the first things that I noticed when I started really looking at the flares, and it's gonna be with both front ones. So if you guys take a look down here, there's about 1/2 inch between the flare and the door. So this gap right in the middle right here is not supposed to be there. The flare is actually supposed to sit flush with the crack right here and then meet up with the door. Look at a lot of flared cars on Instagram and I noticed that this flare always met up with that crack. It would sit flush with that crack. So that was one of the first things that I noticed about the flares. What I also started to notice was the major gaps that I would have in the flares. So I don't know how well you can see it right there, but there is a huge gap right there in the flare, and there's also a bigger gap on the front side over here. Same with this front flare, so gap right there and gap on the back side of that flare as well. And this is the part I was talking about. So as you see, it's not lining up with that crack where it's supposed to sit flush. I thought the fronts were bad, and then I took a look at the rears. So first thing on the rears is there is a huge gap between the, they call this the dog leg flare, which is the one that sticks on the door. So there is a huge gap between that piece of the flare and the door. And I don't know how well you can see in there, but it's actually catching a bunch of small rocks inside of there. And the backs for the most part are the same issues as the front, which is the gaps. So there's one right here, one up top here, and then one right here. Same with this side. So pretty big gap right there. Pretty big gap inside the dog leg here. Someone on Instagram actually pointed this out and I didn't even notice this, but if you look at the car, so I think that flare sits lower than that flare. It's really hard to tell, but one of them does sit higher than the other. On the rears as well is inside the door jambs here. There's pretty big gaps between the body of the car and the actual flare. But when you pop this side open, that's where you see a pretty big gap. This side also rubs, so this dog leg rubs on the inside of the flare here. Those are most of the issues with the flares. There's just gaps literally everywhere, and the placement of the flares was pretty off. So like I said, there's one side sitting higher than the other. The fronts aren't sitting flush with that crack between the door. But now the big question, do I regret flaring my STI? And the answer is yes and no. Yes, I regret rushing it. I regret not getting everything prepped correctly, getting as much info and research as possible to be able to not only save money but to do it right the first time. And I also don't regret it because regardless of anything, I still would have flared the STI. I do enjoy this setup a lot. I love the wider look. I know a lot of people don't like to call it wide, but it is a little wider and I love how it looks. I can't wait until I have everything finished. Like I said, we're gonna get the flares redone. I'm not sure when yet, but when I have more information for you guys, I will definitely let you know. I am planning on paint matching them for you guys. I know a lot of people have requested that, so that's something that we'll definitely be doing once we start daily vlogging. The flares probably won't be fixed for a while, but I'm happy with how I'm progressing with it. A lot of people don't understand it, or I don't know if they understand it, but in a way I kind of like looking at the car like this, because you got to trust the process. This is like the in-between stage, you know, like when you get a bad haircut, you got to go through that in-between stage, and this is where it's at right now, and I can't wait to hopefully have it ready by SubiFest so I can bring it out. That's the ultimate goal though, to have the car ready to go to SubiFest, all done, flares fixed, and completely new color. So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, give it a huge thumbs up, and we will catch you in the next one.